Right after 9/11, there was a $25 million reward offered for the capture of bin Laden. And in 2007, the reward was doubled to $50 million, plus civilian groups, Airline Pilots Association, offered millions more.
At the time that you met Osama bin Laden, did you know there was a reward out for his capture?
Yes, of course I knew. He is a human being, and besides, I have enough money myself. Let those who need this money catch him. I live quite well anyway.
$15 million didn't tempt you?
No. It's the usual American scheming. I don't need this dirty money. America is not interested in killing or catching Osama bin Laden.
Has he met him, Osama bin Laden, since 2004? Has he had any other meetings with him?
I met him 5 times after 2004. In 2006, and the last time I met him was in 2007, in October. You can find him there during hunting season from September to March. He's in good health and looks great, despite what the press writes about him.
Here's a guy who goes on vacation every year and bumps into Osama bin Laden. But nobody in U.S. intelligence ever wants to meet the one individual who apparently is able to walk in and sit down with Osama bin Laden at will. That's astonishing.
I've also had contact with Iranian defectors who were able to get information out and told me about this in early 2005, about a meeting between Osama bin Laden and senior Iranian government officials, specifically the head of the Supreme Leader's office, Natek Nouri, the former head of the parliament. And he met with bin Laden, according to this source, in November of 2004 in northern Iran. You know, it's extremely significant that you're getting these different reporting streams from completely different sources, independent of each other, about Osama bin Laden meeting with Iranian officials at the same time, in the same month, in Iran. I think this is incredibly significant. I think it's the kind of corroborative evidence that one always looks for when you're going into this murky world of intelligence and terrorism.
T2 represents the first friendly penetration of bin Laden's entourage since Tora Bora. Why is it that nobody will listen to me? Nobody answered our inquiries. Nobody answered our requests for disclosures. We just encountered deafening silence. What the hell is that all about?
In the 6 years since our nation was attacked, I wish I could report to you that the dangers have ended. They have not. And so it remains the policy of this government to use every lawful and proper tool of intelligence, diplomacy, law enforcement, and military action to do our duty, to find these enemies, and to protect the American people.
No one wanted to start a war with Iran. No one wanted to embarrass the Saudis. No one wanted to drag out before Congress what did or didn't happen when Vice President Bush was working for Reagan. Everyone seemed to have the feeling that we should just let the whole matter drop. I wonder how the families of the victims of 9/11 feel about that.
Bin Laden is given a long leash. He cannot leave Iran. If he does leave Iran, his family will be sacrificed in a very unpleasant way. And finally, in December 2009, Bin Laden's son comes out and explains that his family has been under house arrest in a gated compound north of Tehran since 2001. And I just find this extraordinary that the son, it took 5 years for the son to come out with information I have been explaining in more detail since January 2005. And only after all of these obstructions, I realized nobody's going to let us get bin Laden. They're going to hurt us if I go after him. So that's when I contacted Rewards for Justice when President Obama was sworn in. And Rewards for Justice has not contacted me. When I was in India last time, I got the support of the Sikh leadership. These are signed by the most important Sikh leaders. We're going to explain to the United Nations and other bodies that these falcons are the national birds of the Sikhs, and they cannot be allowed to be damaged. And by speaking on behalf of 28 million Sikhs, it's the 5th largest religion in the world.
Мир можно охранить, жизнь можно охранить, все человечество можно охранить. Если мы такие, начинающие деньгами, начинающие такие атомные бомбы, так и будем, тогда мы не могем сохранять свой общий дом, это земля. Но мне мечта, чтобы вот такие степь, такие грех, она просто размножается свою родину скал, мы ее сотрудним, вместе охотимся, как верный друг. Ну, меня взгляд такой.
The reason I'm eternally optimistic is because I was raised watching just your canned John Wayne movies where the good guy wears a white hat, the bad guy wears a black hat, the bad guy goes to jail, the good guy rides off into the sunset with the girl. I always believed there'd be a happy ending, but there never was. Instead, it was just a mudslide of hell. This is mission impossible. Logically speaking, I still believe we're going to win in the end.